Hello everyone, my name is Yoon Kim, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you guys about becoming a media bug and why it's important to be up to date with news. So, you might feel like, oh, well, that's obvious, right? But I'm going to give you some tips, and I'm going to give you some stuff that you don't even really know that's going on in the world right now that's kind of crazy. So, the way I use and update myself with news and be ahead compared to all of my peers is basically I gulp down news. I don't read article to article, watch each and every single news station. That's too much time. That's wastes too much time, and there's not a lot of time, an hour in the day, to be able to do that. So the best thing to do is you're not going to change your habit in any way. I update myself with news while I'm eating. While I'm eating 30 minutes to an hour. While I'm eating, I just look at my apps. I use the CNN, Fox News, Wall Street Journal, Yahoo, BuzzFeed, NPR. So many different sources, many different views, opinions, and sources that you can update yourself with. And what's crazy about it is, what relates to you and relates to us is right now there's typhoon that hit Philippines. And did you know that we used to have a naval base in the Philippines, and we actually had plans to put a naval base in Philippines that we can put our ships in there because it's much more of a strategic point. So one of the U.S. Navy goals is to put a base in the Philippines. So is the U.S. Navy going to go into the Philippines and help with the current disaster over there? I don't know. They might. And the Syrian crisis. Do you know that the Syrian crisis? People, 50% of the population in Syria are leaving their country, and some people are actually coming back to Syria. Why? Because when they left Syria, when they're in the European countries, they're not being fed properly. And some people are going back to Syria because they can actually survive to eat. Whether they're going to die of starvation or die from ISIS, they're making these decisions. And also Palestine versus Israel, they have their conflict, and it's been going on, and it's just sparked again. And China is expanding its territory. China right now are putting down soil onto their sea, onto their ocean, and U.S. Navy ships are going by back and forth during that territory, and China doesn't like that because basically China feels like that's intruding their space, and China responded with, hey, if you do this again, we're going to fight, we're going to attack. That's their response. And guess what the U.S. Navy is going to do? They're going to send ships over there. That could be me in a carrier, that could be for you in the future. And also the presidency. Do you know about the presidency? It's going to be our future commander-in-chief. You need to know what type of personality they have and be able to vote. You might think it's not that important, but when it comes down to it, it is. And lastly, and I know I talked about a lot of stuff in such a short time, but also troops sent to Africa to fight with Boko Haram. You might not even know who Boko Haram is, but they're sending U.S. Army soldiers to Nigeria right now, and that could be in the future, like the U.S. Navy SEALs or some special Navy personnel that could be sending over there. So you guys need to really keep yourself updated with the news and use my strategies, I guess I could say, because it really does help. So gulp down a lot of news. Don't read article to article. Just look down, scroll down, read the headlines. That's really all you need to know, because the main point of that article is that headline. Hey, 10 people killed in Israel, or China threatening US in expansion. So feed yourself every single day while you are doing something like eating or doing something, and making it much more productive to update yourself. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and have a great Navy Day, guys.